Hey guys, it's Captain Willie. Thanks for tuning in. This is the second go around of the inboard conversion on my boat. So we are coming right along. Lots of little things have happened. So let's start on the outside real quick. Dustin and I put this together. Dustin built it, I tacked it. It's not fully welded yet, but this is going to be the swim platform. I got a sheet of diamond plate over there that's going to go on the top. And she's gusseted with a couple of reinforcements for the skid plate. And it is all welded together. So on the bottom, I took the original jet skis inlet. I really liked how thick it was. And that little sucker, if it would have been on the front, it would have created some serious cavitation, but we've kind of made a bit of a transition here to our inlet. That's what's going on with that. Motor's mounted. I was looking for some vibration isolators, like a stud, vulcanized rubber stud. You can get them on the internet all day, but I couldn't find any locally. So what I did was I took some steel pipe and put a rubber hose through it, and then did a steel plate underneath, this little short steel plate, and then did some aluminum brackets. And that so there's this mount, one on the other side, and this corner one. And it's perfectly rigid, slight bit of flexibility to it, so things aren't too crazy. Got the flywheel. This is a 80 Mercury topside flywheel off of an outboard. Because I don't really want to have to pull start it, especially with the doghouse over it. Wouldn't want to go to the boat ramp, open the doghouse, pull on it forever, and electric start's the way to go. There is a Rotax electric start kit, but it's a couple $100, and I'm a bit of a cheap ass. So we're doing that. And I got the starter sitting over there. I'm going to do a bit of a bracket to hold that in position. And the most challenging thing so far has been linkage, because on the jet pump, things move in opposite direction of what goes on up there. So I took my Mercury outboard's control handle off, and because I didn't want to have to cut that one up and whatnot to make it work electrically. So I've got this Johnson twin stick. So here we've got forward, neutral, reverse, and this is throttle, full throttle, idle. So it's going to be a bit of a learning curve on how that goes, but this is how I did it. So throttle cable runs over here. I've got a pivot point here, attached here, a cable clamp holding the carb slide cables. So carb slide cables here, run over, do a bit of a loop, attached to the top here. So when you accelerate, it pivots on this bolt. I made this little deal to hold the cable end. And when you accelerate, this whole MFer goes like that. So that's full throttle. Full throttle. Closed. That's going to take some adjustment. But yeah. And then this big cable here with the big nut on it, you recognize that one, it goes through the outboard. Same kind of thing going on. Let me just climb in the boat. Show you what's up. Steering cable attached here, pivot point, another attachment for this cable. This is the jet skis mount, and this cable, steering. So when you turn, of course, these positions of the pivots and bolts and whatnot had to be perfect in order to get the right ratio, because the steering on the steering wheel, it travels really far, and the steering on the jet pump does not. So I had to obviously position the pivot closer to the jet pump's cable versus the steering wheel cable. Little bracket back here to hold the pivot. So same thing going on with the reverse forward. This is the lever off the control handle, and this is the jet ski cable. Still have to silicone where these cables go through. But yeah, that's how I did that. It's a bit weird looking, but it all works. This is not safe. I gotta been going like, what the hell was that? Crazy. So, steering. Let me try to get in on that. You can see what's going on. Steering. Okay. Still got the same amount of wheel turn that I used to. And then forward, reverse, and then throttle. I know, shaky video. It's happens when you're zoomed in. So yeah, that's where we're at. What I got left is exhaust. I'm going to be doing a glycol system, so a radiator, and then some wiring, and then we can do a test run. That should be awesome. So I'm only working on this thing on the weekends. Oh yeah, I got to mount the starter too, and that's going to happen like this. This starter came off of that same outboard, not the one that I took off the boat, but a spare. This is a 3-inch diameter, so I'm going to use 3-inch exhaust clamps, and that sucker is going to go right here. A little bracket for the clamps. Whammo. And so not a whole lot of time to work on it, but I've been putting in, this weekend was pretty close to 12, 14 hours. Last weekend was probably 7 or 8 hours. And yeah, so the next time I upload a video, we'll probably be looking at some final touches. Well, not, final touches before the test run. Test run, I obviously won't have any doghouse or anything going on back here. It'll basically look like this, only a radiator and a couple other little things going on. Fuel tank I'm going to put over here because of the exhaust over there. Obviously going to have a exhaust pipe, and then I'll probably have the diamond plate done. Not exactly sure if I'm going to do that before or after the test run. Hopefully we'll get everything together and it will be freaking sweet. We'll see. Who knows? This might be a giant waste of time. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going for it. So I'm excited to weigh the boat when it's all said and done. Before I did anything to the boat, the way it was before on the trailer axle was 1,800 pounds. So just the weight of the motor difference, I'm pretty sure, if my math is correct, the entire drivetrain at this point is 1/3 of the weight of the previous drivetrain. So, could be interesting. So, stay tuned. I'll try to get up as many videos as I can. And in the meantime, if you like my creative, weird crap I do, follow my Facebook page, Captain Willie's Fishing Adventures. It might be abbreviated CPT. And I upload pictures all the time. Well, not all the time, but some of the time. At least more frequently than YouTube. I upload some pictures and whatnot on progress and whatnot, and fish that I catch, and etc. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and give it a follow on Facebook, and make sure you like and subscribe my YouTube channel, and we'll try to keep this craziness going. Thanks.